So, for any of the gorgeous women who are tuning into this presentation, it's likely that you already have an inkling that you are destined for something more in life. Now, that message might already be crystal clear for you, or it might be still just a little bit of a whisper. And my desire for you tonight is for you to connect with that inner voice and know within every single cell of your being that you are here for more. So, as Abby has already introduced, I'm Cherie Rivas and I'm an empowerment mentor and transformational therapist. In a previous life, though, I had gained almost 20 years executive leadership experience building communities within the local government sector, as well as supporting marginalised individuals within the vocational education and training sector. During my career, I achieved many prestigious awards and I've also received accolades for my work at a national level. And then around about 13 years ago, my entire life absolutely crumbled when I discovered unexpectedly that I was going to be a single mother. And what followed from that point were probably the darkest days of my life. I felt like I had been robbed of my career. I was struggling financially and even had to rely on welfare in order to keep the roof over my head. It was absolutely the lowest point of my life mentally and emotionally. And at one point, I even contemplated taking my own life. But that wasn't the legacy that I wanted to leave for my son. And so in that really, really low point, I actually decided it was time that I needed to change my life. And so I got to work working on myself. Now, in those early days, changing my health was the absolute priority. I needed to reconnect with my body and I needed to actually become present with where I actually was in life and recognize how far removed I was from where I imagined I would be. I had to do a whole lot of soul searching. I questioned who I was, what I wanted in life, and I also began to get a little bit curious about my own potential. Now, sure, I had experienced success in the past, but through that initial period of soul searching, something that I realized was that success that I had achieved wasn't even the success that I had consciously chosen. Unconsciously, I had been choosing the paths based on what other people had expected of me. And outside the roles and the responsibilities within the various position descriptions I had held, I really didn't know who I was or what I wanted out of life. And so the journey of self-discovery began in earnest. And it's been a beautiful and perfect unfolding that has allowed me to learn and grow and to create an amazing business now supporting other women. And what I found is many Gen X women have also experienced this similar feeling of disconnection in their life. So women born between 1965 and 1980, not only were we rocking out to Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Nine Inch Nails and The Cure, we were also the women who achieved higher education degrees more than any other generation before us. We scaled corporate ladders higher than women have ever done before us in history. And we did all of this whilst juggling children, having dinner on the table, and of course, keeping everyone else happy. But just like me, for so many other Gen X women, it wasn't actually a conscious choice. It was because it had become an expectation and a standard. And more often than not, it wasn't even the sole path they truly wanted. And this, I believe, is the cause of so much mental and emotional anguish within our generation. We've lost our path. And it's because of the misalignment between what we are currently doing and who we truly are that reaching our highest potential has become so much more challenging. But achieving greatness, reaching our most expansive and highest potential, isn't just a privilege that's reserved for the rich or the physically strong or the popular or the well-educated. It is our birthright, and every human already possesses the power to reach those heights. And how easy or hard that journey is also within our power. And that's how I support my clients. Firstly, to heal from the past and to release all of the suppressed emotions. And when safety is finally experienced within the body, we slowly get to remove all of our masks. The people pleaser, the perfectionist, the lone wolf, the rescuer, the disconnected social butterfly. They all get to be removed. And then we also get to integrate our shadows, all of those little parts of ourselves that we have disowned and disconnected from. We get to love ourselves unconditionally. And that in turn allows us to love others unconditionally. And I want to share something that I truly believe. I believe that at the core of every single woman and man, there is an inspirational teacher, a powerful healer, and a visionary leader. And at the absolute core of who we are is an insatiable truth seeker. And the truth that we long to find and express the most is the divine truth of who we are. And when we are centered and grounded in the power of our authenticity, our capacity to create a life of purpose, of passion, and prosperity exponentially expands. And so in March, this is what I will be sharing more on, to actually share how we can do the healing work, how we can find that authentic self, to really find who we are so that we can shine brightest, to actually be in our authenticity and create ripples in the world around us.